and you are live with me at 3:01 p.m. just outside of Toronto time. Here we go. Yeah, buddy. Come on in. Come on in. We'll give you a minute to come on in. You can enjoy the day with us. This beautiful, stunning, and gorgeous day with this. It's magnificent. Blue skies, the sun is out. I've got Barénia here. We'll be looking at Barénia, Hermès Barénia, Christine Nagel's Barénia. Kind of a new perfume. Well, new within the last year or so. And I haven't spent a whole lot of time with Barénia. Probably because I don't really like it a whole lot. You know, first impression, it wasn't really for me. It wasn't my thing. But we'll see what happens. What's happening? What is going on? Rizzard and Rich, good to see you guys. Let us know what you're wearing. I'm taking Barénia for a spin. Barénia upset me. I feel the same, Rich. I don't think I really get it, to be honest. I still don't get it. I don't know what it's trying to do. I don't think I really care, to be honest. It just doesn't feel like it's my thing. Rich was saddened by it. Yeah, I mean, I definitely didn't get any kind of excitement from this when I tried it, but honestly, it's not my thing. It's very sparkling, and it's metallic and synthetic. I get mostly synths from this. It must be the Akigala wood. Yeah. I don't even know what I'm smelling, to be honest. Like, I don't really get notes from this. I've got like miracle berry. Like, come on, what is that? Is that a real thing even? Like, yeah, it smells like a bit like juniper, but it doesn't really smell like something I'd find in real life. Is Barénia real? Like, is this for real? What is Barénia? Barénia is a type of Hermès leather, I think. Right? What's happening? Hi, how's everybody doing? Windy winds coming out of the ocean. Is it windy there? Hi, Sarah. Good to see Sarah. I hope you're doing well. Let us know what you guys are wearing. Rich says it's a bit grunt. Yossi, good to see you. Antonio Hobson, hello, hello, hello. Going to do chest and shoulders. Yo, I was here again last night at 2 a.m. What did I do? I did shoulders as well. Shoulders, did a lot of push-ups and pulling and rowing, and I'm back again. Here we go. Starting the day off. What's happening, Michael John? Turned on. Good to see turned on, tuned in. We're Diptyque 34. I like that. I like the 34 in the black cap. I also have the one in the white cap I'm not very fond of. I don't really care for it. The black cap is nice. The EDT. No, wait, what's the white cap? Is it an EDT? I think the concentrations are a bit different. Nathaniel Moody, happy spring, wearing Ombre Supreme. Nice, good stuff. Carl Anderson is in Zaharoff Precious Treasure. It's not good for now. I'd like to new signature put home a little, but not as good as the original. Okay, whatever that means, I'm not sure, but going to make a coffee, then start some work from home. What's happening? Ois. MD by Dorsey. Let's spray some of this on. Who's fond of Barénia, actually? Does anybody really like this? I mean, oh God. It's so sharp. It's really sharp and cutting. Like sharp, and I don't think this can be any sharper or pointier. It's like she's found the most jagged materials to work with. And that's really, really not my thing. Like, I love soft, round, elegant. This is anything but. This top is so biting. Almost like vinegar. It starts to settle underneath, though. Sarah is in Le Perdue. Which one is Perdue? Is that the berry one? I might have Perdue. Cartier Le Perdue. Berry and citrus one. Floating Man says it's better than Oud Alezan, though, which is rose oxide on steroids. So I wore Oud Alezan, and I swear I got a migraine right after the stream, right after the gym. I got an 8-hour migraine. I had to go home and wash it off. I had a migraine for 8 hours. It might have been because I applied too much. I'm not sure, but it was I love the perfume, but the feeling I get is horrible, horrible, horrible. It must be the oud. I'm not sure, but yes, oxidization in Oud Alezan, oxidization in Barénia, oxidization in Gallo, oxidization in Mur Eglantine. So Christina Gel definitely has this sort of fetish for oxidized roses. Like it just keeps showing up in her work over like time and time again. And I gotta be honest, like I'm not a fan of that. You know what I mean? So, and like consistently, like I didn't mind it in Gallo. Mur Eglantine, I'm still kind of unsure of. I don't mind Oud Alezan, like I like the more chocolatey or vanilla parts more than the oxidized rose. Like I like the warmer notes, the warmer, rounder stuff. But yeah, you can definitely see the patterns in her work. Oxidization is a good word for this. Very oxidized. Almost like some sort of metal cleaner or something. Michael John says, I have Diptyque Au Nabati coming. Had a sample, it grew on me. Now I gotta have it. Sarah says is a very strange vanilla, Purdue. I gotta check if I have that one. Is there a number attached to it? Like some of those Cartiers are numbered. Scent of the day, 1957, beautiful for spring. How do you like Declaration Parfum? I prefer the EDT way much more. The Parfum is so dense, eh? It's so thick. It's like going through a forest and you literally got to go through this. You know what I mean? You got to go like this to get your way through. It's great scent, but I love the EDT. It projects spices and it's so heavy though. The spices, the cumin, the leather, the amber. I feel like it's a bit too much for me, the Declaration Parfum. And I own that too. So whenever I feel like wearing it, I would just prefer to wear the EDT. If the opening is too abrasive for too long, I won't commit to the dry down. Also, Agar Eben over Oud Alezan. See, for me, it's the other way around. I prefer Oud Alezan over Agar Eben. I like the rose oud thing. I think I'll wear Maxim's Pour Homme. There you go, enjoy. What's good? Scent of the day, Terre. Terre EDT, what's happening, Omar? I got a sample pack going out to an Omar today. But wait, it's Omar, not, it's the Omar from Montreal. Gallo is masterful. I would agree with that. Gallo is brilliant. And it's rose and leather, along with Oud Alezan is also rose and leather. And Violet Volinka is leather. You know, she's made some pretty great fragrances. There's leather in Paddock. What's happening, Mex? Oh, thanks for the super chats, guys. Who's Nia? Norwegian, 25 Norwegian buckaroos. Thank you so much. Scent of the Eau de Soleil Blanc. Scent of the night, L'Homme Idéal Parfum. Awesome. Enjoy. And it's good to see you. Thank you so much for the chat. Mex. Rich, pho. 2 pound pho. I appreciate you, brother. I've got your stuff going out too, right here. Send super chats. So, ooh, this is I've got this is Paddock going out to, via Rich to Fliss. So enjoy Fliss. And we've got another Paddock going out to Chucky and Fliss. Enjoy Paddock. Listen, guys, I'd love to go back to Toronto every single day and I've got so many messages from people, can you go and get me I would love to help you guys, but it is a trek for me to get down there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't live in Toronto. I live in the city over. So it's like, sometimes it's a 4-hour trek for me to go down there and come back. You know, it's almost 100 kilometers. The city is a mess. In some places, it's 1 lane. Like, Toronto is 1 lane in some places. You know what I mean? a city of 4 million people, so it's not like I can go down there every day. Maybe I can go on my next day off, but and I'd love to help as many people as that wants one of these, but it's just not simply something I can do every single day. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't mind doing it, but when I have the time. And yeah, I got some other things here too, though. I got Bella Spiro on the way. First, less exclusive. The 401 is a nightmare. It is, especially oh, that's actually me. Okay, yeah, I'm giving it to a friend. Okay, I mean, I could have put 2 in there for you if you wanted. I mean, I can still put 2 in there if you want. Stefan is in Quai-de-Russie. Good to see Stefan. Yeah, Omar says that's me. I'm in Omar in Montreal. I'm giving it to a friend. All right. Dan, what is happening? Dan, let us know what you guys are wearing. 401 is a bloody mess. It is, man. I forgot the lemon. That's why it's biting. I find Oud Alezan too sweet for my taste. Agar Ben is too dry, which I love. Apples and oranges, I guess, to each their own. Yeah, Agar is much drier. I wasn't a fan of the Oud in Agar, but I really liked Alezan. I liked the rose. I really liked the rose. I found it really soft and tender and sensual. I love that kind of rounded, sensual, kind of chocolatey, a bit vanillic. Does anyone see the similarity between Hermès Equipage and Guerlain Derby? Both made in the 70s, both sharing a certain similar vibe. I don't know if they smell different, but they're both green. I mean, there might be something. Yeah, you might get a similar feeling. It's number 11. It's like vanilla and latex and aldehydes. Like plastic birthday cake. It's hard to describe. So out there for Cartier. Releasing this, but got it on sale, so it's a big win for me. Some of those Cartiers are really, really good. So, I don't know if I have Pas de Deux. Thank you. Fliss is gonna message you. She's happy. All right. Thank you for the £2 super chat, Rich. I hope Fliss and I know Fliss is gonna enjoy this, and the moment that she receives it, I'm gonna receive so much joy too. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just that transfer of energy. If you feel energy, and it's good to feel that as well. I like that. I love helping people out. So I hope I know she's gonna enjoy it, and she deserves to. I don't remember Barénia. Is it red bottled or something? No, it's a. Here's a picture of the bottle. It's the new bottle. I think it's a Hermès bracelet, inspired by Hermès bracelet. But I think Barénia actually. Oh, it's a leather bracelet. Yeah, there's the leather bracelet right there. Favorite Tom Ford Fresh? She tried Azur Lime and really liked it. Ooh, I don't know if I'm not really into the Tom Ford Freshies like Neroli Portofino or. Oh, I wonder what I'd think of them if I tried them today. What are the best Tom Ford Freshies? Dan is in Italian Cyprus. Floating Man is in Jit. Tom Ford smells flat to me. Maybe too much filler used. Which Tom Ford? All of them? Is there a reason why they released it in Canada first? Paddock? I'm not exactly sure. It could be everywhere. The thing is, when you call the boutique, they will always say, no, we don't know anything about it, because it doesn't show up. You have to actually walk in. You have to go into the boutique. Oh, yes, the reason is when you call the boutique, Josh told me, They don't actually answer the phone in the store. You're going to an operator somewhere. He says, "Who knows? I don't know who's answering the phone." So when they call it up, it doesn't show up because that would be an online purchase. Paddock is not available online. It's not available on the phone. You literally physically need to go in there into the shop to find it. So it could be in your Hermes boutique wherever you are in the world. I don't know. You just got to go and find out. Yeah, that's what it was. They don't answer the phone at the store. That's why I was so confused when I called them, because I was just literally told that somebody just purchased it and you're saying that you don't have it, without realizing, like, because when I called before, it would take me right to the store, you know, the Hermes store on Bloor, but it's not like that anymore. So I don't know why it's here first. Maybe they like Canada. It looks terrible. I hope it smells better. I gotta say, like, I'm not a big fan of this. I love Twilly so much more. Twilly for me was wearable. Did you spend almost $1,500 on 3 Paddocks? Yeah, but they're not for me. You know, 2 of them are going out. Agar Ben is an agar fragrance. It's meant to replicate the smell of agar wood incense rather than funky oud. I prefer agar wood over oud. It's much cleaner and it has a meditative effect on me. Do the synthetics not bother you though, of those ouds, like in agar? I think that's what bothers me the most. Tom Ford Freshies are average at best. Maybe Grey Vetiver. I wouldn't even consider Grey Vetiver a Freshie, really. It's like fresh vetiver, but I don't know. It feels like it has more depth. Sarah says, I liked Oud Alezan more than Satin Oud because it feels more elegant to me and more wearable for every day. I got to try it again, but I did really give me a bad migraine. I was like, oh, for hours and hours. It just wouldn't go away, you know? Horrible. Although I did really like the scent. Like the stream for the team, for Eugene and the gym. Thank you so much, Dushan, for the super chat. A very kind and generous soul. I appreciate you. Milosh says, I have Tom Ford Costa Zora, and it smells like Givenchy Blue. Terrible. What fragrance has been the epitome of growing on you? Oh, I got one for you. This will be a surprise. Vanilla Diorama. Damashi's Vanilla Diorama. Just soft, sensual, easy vanilla. And that, for the exact same reason I hated it before. It was just too soft. You know what I mean? But I don't know, like I feel like I'm developing like these really bad headaches to perfume, so I am looking for like lighter and lighter things now, you know? So I would say Vanilla Diorama. It's kind of a fresh citrusy vanilla with cinnamon. I don't really get the rum and the cacao. It's just mostly like a warm, fresh, citrusy vanilla. And again, it's just like something I would wear really casually. That being said, Tom Ford is one of the best designer houses as far as quality. Tom Ford Grey Vetiver is sort of a freshie. I get a lot of amberwood in the dry down though, which I'm not always in the mood for. Yeah, same here. Same here. I miss Tom Ford Metallique. I wish I got a bottle before it got discontinued. What's one gym rule you'd like to enforce? I'm not really bothered by anything in the gym. I see lots of cameras. Sometimes I come in, there's like 3 squat racks in a row with cameras, you know, guys filming and shit. I know some people are bothered by it. I'm not really, because, you know, I do my own thing, you know what I mean? So I kind of know what it's like, people like creating content. I'm not bothered a whole lot. Cameras in the change room though, that might be a different story. Again, I'm not bothered by that either, unless somebody's like videotaping me, but that's not going to happen. I don't know. Do legs. Everybody should do legs. That's what I'd say. I would enforce that. Everybody should do legs. What would you enforce? What would you guys enforce to the gym? And I had to make all gyms 24/7. I love that. Like I was here yesterday from like 2 to 3:30 in the morning. It was great. Does paddock smell like horse saddle, but smelly, wet horse saddle? It's definitely leathery, and it's horsey. Isn't agar wood just oud? What's the difference? Some is smoked wood chips, some is the oil. I mean, there's so many different versions of oud. Some is just smells like incense. Well, he says the dry down of Agari Ben gives me oud for greatness vibes, which is why I never purchased a full bottle. Santal Royal, tuned in is Santal Royal. Dan says Eau Givre grew on me, and now it's my favorite. Yeah, I kind of liked Eau Givre from the start. I wasn't in love with it. I like it more now too. Vanilla diorama smells really good in the air. I like that shirt. Which one? I'm wearing 2 shirts, but thank you. This summer I want to wear as much grapefruit as possible. Already took out Eau Givre and Bulgari Tigre for my summer rotation. What do you have? Pampelune. Get along Pampelune. And L'Homme Cologne. I know it's discontinued, but that's rated really high for grapefruit. Grapefruit. What else is good grapefruit? I don't know. I think grapefruit is quite common. I think Terre has grapefruit. Some of the Terres, yeah. Actually, you said that right there. Wipe down the machines. Yuck. Well, I get the towel service. I pay for the towel. I pay extra for the towel. So I always cover my, whatever I'm working on, I just put my towel on. But yeah, if you don't have a towel, you should be wiping the machines. Oh, okay, I got one. Always, 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 and this is for me always, no matter what, re-rack your weights. No matter what, that is the one rule I would enforce. Regardless of anybody's watching you or not, if anyone's in the gym, when you're done, always re-rack your weights. I think that's just, it's the nice thing to do, you know what I mean? It's the thoughtful thing. Re-rack. Mex was asking. Yeah, re-rack your weights is definitely, that would be my enforced rule. What do you guys feel about cameras in the gym? Send that grew on me and his Ormond man. I don't like it when I first tried it. I found it too abrasive. The dry down is killer. I get orange and soft florals. It smells amazing in the air. It was actually Canadian Beauty, Hannah. She did her like favorite Dior's video and she had diorama in there. I was like, what? Oh, that's interesting. So I went to go revisit it. I was like, oh, actually isn't, you know, this is so much nicer than I remembered. So sometimes, you know, it takes somebody to give you a good kick. But yeah, and it kind of led me on to that one. Great vetiver. Eau Fraiche would be a nice release. Mex says everyone should do legs. Agree with that. Yeah, legs are great, but they're so damn hard. That's why nobody wants to do them. It's hard work, you know. Legs are pain and suffering. But they're also the most rewarding. Dan says my one gym rule is for people to stop staring at my dump truck. Does it happen? Does it happen, Dan? It's all right, man. It's a compliment. Omar says Givre is great. Guerlain Pampelune is pure grapefruit, but some detect cat piss. And I never got the cat piss. To me, it was mostly grapefruit and vanilla. Really, really nice. Nice perfume. Yeah, wipe down the machines. Do you own Edition Blanche? I do. I think you would like it. Not too harsh on the nose. It's beautiful, creamy lemon with vanilla. I gotta be honest, it's not my favorite freshie. It's nice. It's nice. I think I like Eau Givre better, though, than Edition Blanche. Eau Givre seems to me a bit sterile compared to Old Terre. I think Terre de Hermes EPD Intense will grow on a lot of people with time. Are you loving it, Carl? I'm really enjoying it. Re-rack the weights and say hello to the gym crush is law. You should just say hello to everyone, but not everyone wants to say hello back, you know. Personalities are really interesting to see how people are behaved or conditioned, you know what I mean? Lots of people are just, it's insecurity. They're looking at the floor, or they don't know where to turn, or they're afraid of making eye contact. Don't mind cameras as long as they're not in the locker room. Yeah. Hannah Zavadi. I think Eau Givre is marketed towards a younger crowd as opposed to the Old Terre. Eau Givre is definitely youthful. You know, it has that spark of energy. I love it. What's happening, nephew Pradeep? Good to see Pradeep in the house. Pradeep, we've got Barénia here, man. I'm not really feeling this, Pradeep. I know this is your mom, Christine Nigel. I'm your uncle. She must be your mom, but I'm not really feeling this. Like, I like a lot of her work. This isn't one of them, to be honest. Who loves this? Barénia. I want to know who loves this. Like, who actually understands? I don't think I understand it, to be honest. So I'm gonna wear it a little bit more. Everyone should wear swim shorts in the sauna. Wait, what are they wearing? I wear shorts in the sauna. Yeah, I don't go naked. I think it's a little bit weird. I don't know. Like, people sweat all over the damn thing. It's like I want to be careful where I sit too. But yeah, I think you should be clothed. You don't have to. Like, I think it's okay if the old people are naked, but if it's old people, why isn't it okay for young people to be naked? I don't know. That's an interesting one. The sauna. I guess you almost got to expect some people to be naked in the sauna. Sultan Vetiver is nice. If I did a top 5 Dior's, Eau d'Isfahan would be my #1. And then that would make you revisit it, and then you would love it too. No, because I'm very familiar with Eau d'Isfahan. I know it's not my #1. I know what my #1 is. Vanilla Diorama is Sebastian's all-time favorite Dior after DHP, of course. How do you guys compare Vanilla Diorama and Gentle Fluidity? They have similar, like the lightness, the airiness. They feel similar to me, except for Gentle Fluidity has that kind of juniper thing going on that's missing in Diorama. But they're both quite sensual, very airy. Both of them got a lot of air under those wings, you know what I mean? They're not very thick or heavy. Favorite freshie, probably, I'm gonna say right now, my favorite freshie would be Mugler Cologne. I think it's just atomic in the best way possible. Green, fresh, super soapy, floral, ambery, musky, fruity. It's just incredible. Energetic. It's so energetic. It's just like, it brings that energy right to the body, you know? Mugler Cologne. But I've got a really old bottle. I don't know what the new stuff smells like. Somebody said that it's not as good. I despise the gym I work out at home. What don't you like about the gym? I don't like when people leave, like, yeah, people will wipe their bench and then they'll leave their little kind of wipes on the floor, you know? I'm like, pick that up. And if I see them and I'm working there, I don't want to see, so I'll have to pick it up. How's everything with you? Hope you're well. Everything's great here, Lord Charles. Everything's great. Hope you're doing well. Pradeep says it has Akigala wood. Yes, it definitely. It has a lot of Aki, yeah. Bobby Dior, what is happening? Yo, Eugen Whack Pack, that new Terre Intense is interesting. I like it a lot. Cecile Zaroki, the stepmommy. Mommy. Some good mommies there for Pradeep, eh? Cecile should be auntie. Sarah says, love Terre, but my favorite vetiver of possibly all time is Vetiver Bourbon by Parfum d'Empire. Don't know why, but it transports me to the Bahamas in a luxurious store. Ooh, interesting. Vetiver Bourbon. I've never tried that. But transports me to the Bahamas in a luxurious store. That sounds super like specific. Tool says, Eau Givre has a juniper top note, which I like, but the bergamot kind of drowns out the juniper scent. Stupid. Very fresh. That's also quite energetic, too. That might be, I think Eau Givre would be my second favorite freshie. Right after Mugler. But it's really close. Mike Brown, hello, says, sampled Les Abstraits in the UK. Awesome. Where was that? At like Saint Salier or like at a perfume meetup? He says, I didn't connect with the Sandra, but love the other two. Can't decide which one to get. One is chocolate, one is rose, leaning towards Bellum. Yeah, whichever one you prefer. I love that for you. I love that. Good, thanks for letting us know. Thanks for sharing that. Omar says, don't like Barénia either. Much prefer Twilly and H24. Yeah, much prefer Twilly and H24 too. Although, I wonder how much of this would take like learning, you know what I mean? Because it's not a simple fragrance. I don't understand it right now myself. And I wonder how I would feel if I gave it some time and got to learn it, you know? Like got to learn its intricacies, its personality, its behavior, its dry down. Christian says if the new Terre was an Amouage, it would be called Lava Man. Isn't the dry down great? I get a lot of that lava, flint, mineral, earth. It's got like radiation to it. Not like toxic, it's like radiating, you know? The perfume, the dry down radiates lava. Husnia says at least have a towel when you sauna and rinse in between sauna sessions. Yeah, be clean generally. Gym rule is to be kind to others. I feel like a lot of people are on the edge at the gym. I've seen a few arguments break out over equipment that could have been avoided if people chilled a bit. Yeah, chill. Chill everywhere, you know? Everywhere. Just be chill. Be kind. Help, you know, help others. Oud Isfahan has no real oud in it. Well, leather oud probably has no... I feel like they have the same... Whatever they're using in one, they're using in the other. Leather oud and Oud Isfahan. I find the base so incredibly similar in both of those. Lots of patchouli, labdanum. The gym can be draining sometimes with some people. Good to come outside and work out sometimes. See, I don't really get that. I don't get drained. I go in there and I do my thing. I say hi to some people that I talk to, and you know, you keep it short and sweet and simple, and you don't really get, you know, you just go and do your thing. Did I smell Kirky? Not yet. No. I know Sebastian didn't really like it. What's up, Christine? Good to see you. I see you. You're here. You're here. We see you, Christine. Pradeep says Bobby's still wounded after being harassed and pushed out of the Hermes boutique. Oh no. Poor guy. Don't worry, we got something to make that feel better. I've got something for Bobby here. Bobby, this is going out to you. So look for this, okay? So it's a surprise. Surprise for Bobby. Oh yeah, and here's this is for Omar. This is Omar. Omar. Husnia says, try the new DHI rebottle version. Practically the same scent as previous version. I've not tried the new DHI. Deodorant Intense. Yucky Gala wood. Yucky. I think it seems like Francis is starting to become the new whipping boy. You know, he's taking place of Wasser. Wasser's getting a little bit of sweet relief now because of Francis, you know. And that's what happens. Souls go to die. When they go to Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy, their souls die. All right? Their perfume careers go there to die. France is going to become the next... what's his name? Not Antonio. Alberto. He's going to become the next Alberto. Within 5 years, he's going to have 10,000 releases. He's just going to be pumping them out. Vetiver Tonka and Sycamore are best of Vetivers, hands down. Yeah, and I would throw Vetiver Extraordinaire into that mix. I tried them at St. Celier. Nice, sweet. Mohammed says, hi, your reviews on Chanel Les Exclusives and Les Eaux are perfect. Great job. Thank you very much, Mohammed. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you. Christine says, I was about to say I'm blocked. Yeah, you're unblocked. You're good, Christine. We see you. Jared says, I like the opening of H24, but falls flat in the dry down. You know, with that type of scent, you can't really expect a whole lot, can you? I think it's pretty solid for what it does. Wondering what the next Hermescence will be. Want a patchouli. Never really done a patchouli, have they? Interesting. It'll probably be some more oxidized roses. Nigel loves her oxidization. Lord Charles says, Eugene, I bought my first Guerlain, 15-year-old Mitsuka and Lutter Blue simply for the bottle design. But the top notes are kind of not there. No way. Well, I hope you're enjoying them. My Mitsuko is about 15 or 20 years old, and it's glorious. It's super good. Lutter Blue as well. CK, what's happening, CK? Good to see CK. Hope you are doing well. Tool says, I don't know what is inside Bellon, but the aura smells so high quality and natural, where Chanel and Hermes smells like a synthetic aura scent. Not sure, but I'm you know, I appreciate that. I'm glad that you like it. I'm glad that you like Bellon, and I'll tell you guys a little bit of secret. I'm kind of running out of it, to be honest. You know, the stock is depleting very quickly. So, just to kind of put that out there. And I was kind of debating whether I should say anything or not, but... Blackbird, what's happening? Listening to you riding my bike after a tennis lesson. Nice. Good to see you getting some exercise. Let us know what you're wearing. Let us know what perfume you're wearing. Carry On says, I love Barénia. Tell us, please, what you love about it. How should we look at it? What do you see when you wear Barénia? What do you feel? What do you smell? Ciao, druge. Nadam se da si dobro. Yes, sve je odlično. Hvala. Bashki. Good to see you. That may not be a Hermes type of note, but would love it. Why Creed fragrances so underwhelming? Which ones do you find underwhelming? I think there's some of them are really, really good. Nina, my first live here. Welcome, Nina. Good to see Nina. Welcome. Bobby says Eugene got an email notice an hour ago. Yes. Hopefully it arrives soon. Francis is rich as hell now. Ooh, what's his worth? What's his total net worth? I wonder. Will that show up on Google? Francis K making the next Jeremy fragrance. Is that true? What's happening, Dahlia? Who made Jeremy's last fragrance? Have you tried Ormond Man? I revisited this past week. No, I've not tried too many of those. Ormond Janes. Tried it this past weekend for the first time in a while. I was quite taken by it. The combination of intense green top notes and orange is beautiful. I'll have to try more of these Ormond Janes. I know they get a lot of love though, which is good to hear. Huznia says, haven't had a fresh version from the Ideal line for a while now, eagerly awaiting. Hoping they'll put an end to that and start a new franchise. They've got the Sport, they've got the Cologne, they've got the Cool Mint. Is that what it's called, Cool Mint? I think they discontinued that one as well. Lord says, I want to buy so much perfume, but then I remembered wanting nothing gives you absolutely everything. Wanting nothing gives you absolutely everything. That's beautiful. Yeah. And where do you find nothing? Where do you find that, wanting nothing? Where do you go to feel that? Where can you get that? Here. You go here and you get everything. Everything comes right here. That's what meditation is like, kind of teaches. Barénia has a nice bottle. It's like a pretty boring girl. Wait. Okay. Praddy, please don't piss on my coffee with any of that. Will you ever recover from being roasted? Who are you talking to? Bellam, get your Bellam. Oh no, vintage batch. Next batch of Bellam gonna reformulate. No, it's gonna be the exact same. No reformulations. Don't start any of that stuff. If you find Creed underwhelming, you should reduce the blow. Ooh. Alberto made the Jeremy fragrance. Alberto made Jeremy stuff. What did you think of Nautica Voyage? I can't find my bottle of Nautica Voyage. I have no idea where it is. Sika says, I'm great right now. Got a package in the mail. Thank you. Hope you're well. Also, awesome. Enjoy. Enjoy, CK. Carry On says, Barénia, love the miracle berry opening like cranberry rhubarb. The ginger lily heart is very fresh without being sweet. I also love the long-lasting freshness of it. Warm weather, it will be my number one. Will you go barrel-aged this song? Maybe in 10 years, you know? In 10 years. The Barénia soap is lovely and fresh, high quality for Canadian 35. We'll see. You know, I'm going to take this out today properly for a full spin. Like, wear it, not just on my hand, but we'll see what it's like. Mike says, sampled Vanille Afrique by Ormond Jane's solid scent. Sarah says, personally wasn't impressed by any Ormond. Maybe enjoyed Barénia more. No way. How did you feel about Barénia overall, though? CK says, scent of the day, Matier Premier Santal Austral. Had to go out prior to package arriving, so I already put that on. Tomorrow will be Bellam for sure. Awesome. Enjoy. Is this reggae playing, making you want to smoke weed? Do you hear reggae? I don't hear anything. I did have my Bob Marley t-shirt on this morning, though. I don't hear anything. Is reggae playing, making you want to smoke? No, just like life makes me want to smoke, you know? Reflecting. Smoking is just like relaxing, you know what I mean? It relaxes the mind. Do you still like French Lover, Eugene? Not sure if I prefer this to... I love French Lover. And I love Royal Oud as well. And they are similar, but they're also quite different. Royal Oud is so much louder. and French Lover is so much more intimate. So it depends on your situation. It's not always something, there's not always like the time where I want something as loud as Royal Oud, you know what I mean? So that's when French Lover would come convenient. But if I'm going out, you know what I mean, and I'm going out to, let's say, a place, an establishment, I would wear Royal Oud. If I was going to work or just being at home, I would choose French Lover. I hate the generic music in the background everywhere now. Where do you hear? I don't hear any music. Are you guys hearing something? I thought Eugene was listening. I don't have any music on. I would get a I'm not allowed to play music on YouTube. I'd get a copyright strike, so that's why I never play anything. I want to experience Creed Tabaron Millésime. So do I. You doing all right, Dahlia? You've been missed. Yeah, Dahlia, everything okay with Dahlia? What's happening? Dahlia, do you like reggae? Bellamy Vetiver belongs to the Hermès Kings and classic line. Hermès has so many great horsey fragrances, eh? And the gels definitely like put her stamp on that. Would you guys consider Violet Volinka horsey? It's definitely leathery, right? But Gallo and Paddock, man, those look brilliant on her resume. Violet Volinka, Gallo, and Paddock are incredible. That is like 3 amazing perfumes that belong together. Gallo, Violet Volinka, and Paddock. Damn. So good. Can you imagine her with Frederick Mull? Alyssa, good to see Alyssa. How are you doing? Leon Corsos. Didn't your boys take Nautica? They might have, but I remember looking for it recently. I couldn't find it, so I figured they did. The hair is on point. Thank you. Thank you, Alyssa. Have you tried new Amen Phantasm from Euler? No, I've not. What's it like? I try Armand Man EDP. If you come across it, apparently it's been replaced by a Parfum version, which sounds a bit rough around the edges. I've not loved much else by the house, which is a shame. Armand Jane gets a lot of love. Like, it's a I would say it's a well-respected niche house. I don't usually hear people shit all over it. Miracle Berry is an African berry that when you eat it, it tastes sour. This is sour. This is definitely sour and bitter. A bit green. It feels a bit like juniper. Everything you eat after that tastes sweet, hence the name. Oh, is that the kind of the purpose of eating it? To give you like a bitter palate? Miracle Berry. It is really, really sharp, tangy, bitter. JJ says Neroli Plain Sud or Neroli Out Renard, which do you like more? Is a better scent? So I don't own Plain Sud, but I do have Out Renoir. So I can't really compare them because I don't know Neroli too much. The first one, the Plain Sud. But Out Renoir is like a smoky tea with oud. You know, fresh orange blossom. Who's gonna sell me a bottle of 8 Ultra Zest? I don't own one. What's your opinion regarding which modern fougere is worth having in your collection? Which ones come to mind, Bashki? Let us know which ones you're thinking of. Modern fougere. Bye, Christine. Good seeing you. Omar says, I personally prefer Plain Sud. It's deeper and lasts much longer. I'll have to try Plain Sud. And Teros says, scent of the day, Neroli Out Renoir. Me and Pradeep are like Oppenheimer. We hear the music. I don't hear anything. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't have any music turned on here. Wonder who will be this year's Art and Olfaction Awards. Who's been entered? I'm gonna have to turn this car on. My battery's about to die. I gotta plug this in. Dahlia says, okay, who misses me? Who misses Dahlia? Like the stream if you missed Dahlia. But apart from says, doesn't Pradeep sound like he is reading from an AI-generated script when he reviews Perfume? How many times are you going to mention this? Why do you keep bringing this up? Do we need to deal with this? Pradeep, what is your response to this guy? Or do you just ignore him? Like, I mean, if you're not enjoying him, just don't watch. You know what I mean? But I think Pradeep's videos are fine, you know. He's got a great voice. I understand what he's saying. Point is received. You know, his reviews are deep and interesting. I mean, if you don't like his voice, it's probably a you thing. You know, I don't think it's a Pradeep thing. Pradeep's just living his life, just being himself. You know what I mean? Carry On says, Hermes, Violet, Valinka, and Gallo are in my collection. Love them both. I'm tempted by Paddock, but scared. As you should be. Such a good name for perfume. Violette Valinka. It is. What does it mean exactly? Did we establish if 25 and 24 Paddock are the same, or are we waiting for Rich? I'll have to... I still didn't find Rich's sample of his Paddock. We miss you, Dahlia. We miss you. Everyone misses Dahlia. What happened? Did something happen? Did I miss something? Carry On says, I think the Hermescence line is brilliant. I agree. I love the Hermescence line. A really beautiful collection of perfumes. Christy says, flowers and trees are blooming. Thinking of what floral to wear tomorrow. Can you still sample Paddock? Yeah, if you go into the boutique. Sarah says, I think Barénia is going to be another Twilly. In my opinion, not as good. And even though it's nothing special, it's better than what other brands are releasing. And think a talented perfumer would make this. Yeah, I prefer Twilly as well. I actually really like Twilly. It's like a kind of a bubblegummy tuberose with fresh ginger. The best name of a perfume in my collection has to be Between Sheets by Van Gils. I've yet to try Nigel's new releases. They're really good. Some of them are really, really good. The ones that I didn't love were Eau Intense Vetiver, Terre. Didn't really care for that. Myrrh Eglantine, I'm still like, eh. And the same, Agar Ben. I do feel like I want to wear it in the day because there's something addicting about it, but redundant in a big collection. Barénia. I feel like it doesn't really stand out for me. Like, I'm looking at this, I'm like, when would I wear it? Like, when would I choose to wear this over everything else that I love? And I just don't really see that. Carry On says Barénia is very different. According to my Holt Renfrew sales assistant, there will be a Barénia flanker this year. I wonder what note they will add. There will definitely be a flanker this year. There will be a flanker next year and probably the year after that. And then they'll slow down on the Twilly flankers. Did anyone see the weird IG drama with Tuscovat? No. Violet Beauregard or Veruca Salt. I remember Veruca Salt. There was a band of girls, weren't they? Probably says Gallup is great. Hope they don't discontinue. Absolutely hope that. Husnia shouting out all the Balkans. Shout out to the Balkans. The sour note in those horsey scents sometimes is broom absolute. I wonder if it's in Barénia. Barénia is sour, for sure. What's happening, Interference? Good to see you. Scent of the day, Crêpe Scoulet. Alyssa Leon Corso saying, doing good over here. Recently went back to school to finishing getting my high school diploma. Amazing. Congratulations. Now that my son is in high school, I finally have some time to finish my schooling. Wearing Tommy Girl. Good, fun. Does anyone ever feel guilty with their fragrance excessive buys? It's not about what you need or will use up. It's about the collection and the nostril joy. Yeah, I mean, if you let it, you're definitely gonna feel guilty. Just let it go. You can let it or you can let it go. It depends on how much you want to feel that guilt. But I mean, what's making you feel guilty? Is it you? Is it somebody else? Is the guilt coming from outside of you? How do we cut that guilt off? Let's cut the cord. Where's the cord coming from? Where's the cord going to? Fragrance Game, what's happening? Hey buddy, a bit late to this live. Welcome, it's good to see you. Hope you are nice and sore from the gym session yesterday. My scent today is Creta Rolfa. Yeah, I am nice and sore. Waiting for the paddock comparison. As soon as I find the scent, I'll look for it and I'll let you guys know. I don't think dahlias have a smell. Really? Oh, really? Dahlias don't smell. They must have a smell. Everyone has their own unique smell, their own scent. Jay just says, I was told by Hermes rep that paddock is only available in US at Madison store location in New York City, not Chicago, not LA, not Miami. Do we believe that? I would go in. If you live near Hermes, I would go in and find out. Chances are, if it's a Hermes boutique, a standalone boutique, not one inside of like a Saks or a department store, but one that's like on its own, in its own building. I can imagine Eugene's sample drawers like a dump truck unloading into a huge pile of my... I have like several sampling sites, you know what I mean? Like locations. I don't have everything in one spot. I know people like file their samples, not me. I got mine in like different boxes, bags, all over the place, kind of. Well, he says a young delivery guy, maybe 20 years old, came by the other day. He smelled good, so I asked him what he had on. He said it was Eau de Mint by Diptyque. I love that. Cool to see a young guy rock something non-bubblegummy. It's so simple, but it's a great barbershop fougere. Who was looking for a fougere? Eau de Mint, right there. My 26-year-old daughter loves Twilly. Twilly's great. I like Twilly too. Like the stream for Eugene, you can just double tap the screen. 30 of you, let's go. Thank you, CK. Yeah, guys, double tap the screen, like the stream. Let the algorithm know you're enjoying it. Probably says, I love Agar Iben. Myrrh Eglantine is kind of sour and rosy to me. Yeah, that's the oxidized rose that Nigel loves so much. It's in that Myrrh Eglantine. It's in Oud Alazan. It's a bit in Gallo. Gallo feels like an oxidized rose. Barénia. Is it in anything else? Cedar Sambac was quite good. I like that as well. L'Ombre de Merveille is a Nigel that flew under the radar. It's different from Blue Merveille. Which one was L'Ombre? L'Ombre. Was it before or after Bleu? Barénia is too sharp for me. Angry smelling. Too sharp for me too. I like my perfumes warmer and rounder. Barénia is very easy to wear. Like a denim jacket. Goes with everything. I did smell the myrrh. Not a fan. More rose than myrrh. Fragrance Game says next purchase will be one recommended by Ramsey called Pierre Cardin Cologne in 1972. Have you tried it? I have not. Hello, Robert Platinum. Rosy Kibana is also tart, but it's not sour. I don't know how they make stuff sour without meaning. Yeah, and Rosy Kibana, I believe, yeah, it was a Jean-Claude Elena. Oud for Greatness, what do you think about it? It's not my greatness. It's not for me. I love Rose, but not that depiction. I haven't smelled any Jo Malone. I think I want to get Citron Noir. That's in the gel. Eau de Citron Noir in kind of the dark blue bottle. Blue purplish. I'd name my kid Bodega Lucy. Osmanthus Yunnan is pretty brilliant. Not sure why it doesn't get more attention. Probably because it's so light. What's happening, Nick? Favorite white floral scent? Ooh. White floral. How white floral do you want to go? You want to go like Stinky Jasmine or Orange Blossom or Ylang? Like, I don't know. Carnal Flower? I'm going to say Carnal Flower is really, really great. I love Carnal Flower. We were just talking about Twilly. Twilly's tuberose. I like Twilly. Twilly's more pink than white flower, though. It's quite bubblegummy. How about Ylang 49 from Le Labo? Super white floral. Dion and the Amouage reflection. No. If you wait for the paddock comparison, all the paddock will be gone. Eugene's sample drawer is like Dan's ass. A big trunk. What's one perfume you don't like wearing but enjoy smelling it on other people? I know what I don't like smelling on. I don't like smelling leather oud on other people, but I like wearing it myself. I thought it smelled horrible on my friend. What's something I don't like wearing bleu, but I like smelling it on other people. I think it smells great on other people. I don't enjoy wearing it though. My Hermes boutique in Greenwich, Connecticut did not have paddock. Diptyque is amazing, underrated. Yeah, some diptyques are really, really good. Especially the older spicy ones, yeah. Are there any other under 20s in this chat? Anyone under 20 years old in the chat, let us know. Put your hand up. Let's go to the club. Lord, are we going to the club? We'll grab all the 20-year-olds. That might be a little too young for me, though. Not might be. That is too young for me. I mean, I'd go to the club with my son and his friends, but just to see kind of what's going on there, like what clubs are like nowadays. It's been forever since I've been to a club. I did go into the Hermes flagship one in Rodeo, and the fragrance rep said that. Oh, and it cuts off. Cedar Sambac is lovely. Eau de Mint lasts 5 minutes on me. No, it doesn't. No way, man. It lasts much longer than that. I got Cedar de Sambac since Roquebar exists. I don't get Cedar de Sambac since Roquebar exists. No jasmine, but amazing cedar for way less. Yeah, Roquebar is very piney. I think they're actually very different. Roquebar is very green and piney and foresty. Cedar Sambac's like New Look 1947. L'Ombre came out in 2020, Bleu 2016. I wonder if I have L'Ombre. I think I have L'Ombre. I'll have to check though. I have several of these L'Ombre, the Merveilles. Carry On says Cedar Sombach, Ambre Nargil, Violet Valinka, Vetiver Tonka are my favorites. All great, yeah. Geranium Pour Monsieur for me when it comes to mint. Yeah, good one, yeah. Rose de Jamal every day. I'm Lesendem fiend though. Yeah, that's a great one. Great rose. Beau de Jour, another great one for mint. I agree. I know a Rose Ikebana is basic, but it's very nice. Rhubarb. Rose Ikebana is rhubarb. Hermes seems to be doing rhubarb quite often, don't they? What are the designer boutiques like in Ontario? My local Hermes is refreshingly friendly. I went in this past week in a washed out t-shirt and dirty sneakers, but they still treated me like an old maid. Oh, that's good. I guess it all depends on who you get as a sales assistant. And the first time I went in, when I had no history with Hermes and they didn't, like, I wasn't treated very kindly. But the moment I had purchased something, that all changed, like once they had me on record. I remember the first time I came in, I just asked for a sample of a perfume. They're like, no, we don't have any. A week later, I came back, I bought something, and like all kinds of samples. You know, the samples came like flying out of the air. Falling, not flying, you know what I mean? They were, all of a sudden, they were everywhere. And I was like, I didn't say anything, but I was just like, I was here a week ago, and you told, like, I said, there's no samples, right? Yeah, you can get some really good sales assistants, but you know, if you treat them right, they'll take care of you too. Cardinal Flower is one of my faves. Nina says, Pierre Cardin, my dad's signature scent. Still love it. Brock Star, good to see you. Chanel Pour Monsieur EDT, scent of the day. Nice. CK says, what the fuck? There's a Hermes boutique in Greenwich. Carry On is in MFK a la Rose. Husnia says, have you tried L'Homme Ideal Parfum? Gorgeous Amaretto Gourmand. L'Homme Ideal Parfum. Is it the black bottle? What color is the bottle? I have the black bottle. L'Homme Ideal. That might be the Parfum. Or that might be the Intense. Tool says they only give samples when you buy, no? Yeah, but if you were to come in and they'd know you, and even if you're not buying something, they might give you a sample. Know what I mean? But when you buy, they most usually always give samples. But yeah, guys, it's about that time. 4:08 p.m. Time to go. Time to get the day going on. It's great seeing you. But we gotta keep it. We gotta keep it flowing. We gotta keep it flowing. The new Parfum released 2024 all clear bottle. I've not tried it. How many of these L'Homme Ideals have they been releasing? Hi, Grandpa. Hi, you. It's been real. It's so real, Dahlia. It's so real. Nothing has been more real. Lord says always get emotional when he says it's time to end the life. Oh no. Everything will be okay, I promise. Lord, everything will be okay. We'll be back, you know what I mean? We'll be back. We'll talk about perfumes again. We'll see you. I'll see you. Everyone else will see you. We'll make it. We'll survive. But yeah, have a great day, guys, wherever you're in the world. Enjoy your perfumes. Enjoy your life. Enjoy life. I think that's the thing, is just trying to enjoy whatever you're doing. Did I drop my phone in a river? Dahlia, did I drop my phone in a river? When was that? Remind me. It's very possible. Can you name a fragrance that smells like a deep blue sky? 724, baby. $7.24. strain. I found a really, really good strain. I'm obsessed with these, okay? These have taken over Sour Diesel. I'm smoking way less Sour D. Sour D these are called Jingai. Jingi. And they are a strain. I think these are a mix with the old Black Widows, and they created a new strain. The strain of the name, it just says Jingai, right? That's all it is. Jingai. But they're incredible. Really, really good. Very floaty. You know what I mean? Very light, airy. They're like the Jean-Claude Elena. These are Jean-Claude Elena's. Jingai. Hot boxes. I don't know if there's enough smoke in these. Send one with my sample. Yeah, all right. I will. Why? Is that illegal though? Hang on a sec. I know it's in Canada. I could probably get away with it. Well, you can. You can send marijuana in the mail in Canada, can't you? Like, it's legal. Weed is legal in Canada. It's mildly illegal. Well, you can order weed. You know what I mean? You can order pot and they'll ship it to you. It might be mildly illegal. I'm not exactly sure. Not exactly sure. There's just not enough smoke in here to hotbox. I need like 4 other people in here to hotbox this. He didn't pay for it, so it's a donation. I have a J I would like to give to you. I don't think you can get it over here unless, like, it's a Pith Haze. I remember you like sativas. I love sativas. Do not like indicas. Keep those away from me. It'll just make me want to sleep, eat, and be lazy. You know what I mean? This is just, it's almost like a pre. I just want to run in there and start doing everything. You know what I mean? This gives me like ADHD kind of. Try green crack. I gotta open the window. This is actually starting to sting. I could never abuse substances. They mean too much to me. What? What does that mean? What do you do with substances? So what do you do with them if they mean too much to? I don't get that whole thing. I've found Jack Herrer in a long time. You know what was really good but are really hard to find are Johnny Chronics. I remember I had those up by the lake. They're really expensive too. Like double the price of almost everything. That's probably why they're hard to find. But they were delicious. I haven't smoked in over a month, and I have an 1/8 of sherbet hash rosin in the fridge. I was talking to this girl the other day. She was smoking since she was 15, she says, and she's just quit. She's 3 days on, and I was like, oh my, the first 3 days are the worst. You know what I mean? I guess it gets easier after. Jack Herrer is a really nice sativa. We got some many years ago. Yossi says, I've been smoking here and there. I bought a pen with a strain called Blackberry. Don't know. I've never really smoked pens. I tried it with my neighbor. Not really my thing, man. I don't really care for the pens. love the sound of the air when it's quiet out. And it's just like the echo, like the ohm, you know, the universe, the ohm, the sound of the universe. I love that. You know, when you go outside, when it's late at night and there's nobody, there's no cars, there's no fire trucks, there's nothing. It's just pure silence. And it's the sound of the universe. I would like to know the touch of a cigarette. Don't like smell of weed on my clothes. I love the smell of weed. I love the different strains too. Some are skunky. Some are fruity. I don't really like the fruity ones. They have ones that are, God, they're super synthetic. And they're 40%. They kind of roll them in some kind of resin. And when you smoke them, they're like strawberry. Weed should not be strawberry flavored, for God's sake, or raspberry flavored. You know what I mean? Infused, that's what they are. They're infused. And God, sometimes they give me headaches too, smoking that infused crap. There must be glue or something on those. I don't like the infused. They're too heavy too. You don't want to get used to like 40% strain, because then you just need more and more and more. But if you keep it light, like you never really look for stronger concentrations. You at 3 a.m. listening to the calm, silent universe. Anyone else love that? Like, that's my favorite thing to do. Just be with the universe. And it's just like you are the entire universe, you know what I mean? Like, you just become one with everything. You just feel it in your heart. Do you like to smoke an occasional cigar? Maybe if I had company. Yeah, I don't mind cigars. I don't like to smoke cigars alone. I feel like cigars are kind of like a celebratory thing you do with friends or family, but mostly because I don't smoke cigars. I don't smoke cigarettes either. There are some nice smelling strains. I like the fruity ones. I remember sticking my nose in the jar of Tang for the first time. I remember the first time smoking and looking myself in the mirror, laughing my head off, but not knowing what was so funny. I was like, why am I laughing? Like, why is this even funny? But I can't stop laughing. It's like uncontrollable laughter. You know what I mean? Very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, spray. Yeah, spray shit or artificial terpenes is awful. I won't touch it. There can be fruity. Yeah, I don't like it either. Don't like them at all. Live in the desert, very quiet and untouched nature. My family lives by the loud ocean, but yet nature's sounds are soothing. I love the ocean. I love water. Like, if I could choose to live anywhere, it would be close to a body of water. Over the forest, over the city, over the mountains. Like, water would be my choice. Water and sun. Oh yeah. That would be, that's heaven for me. Water and sun. Mountains are great. I love mountains. I even love the city too. Like, parts of the city are nice. You know, city's a special place. I love walking through the city at night. I love cicadas too. Cicadas are great to meditate to. They're great for like rebalancing your mind. Cicadas. the chirping, you know what I mean? You just go into those. It's amazing. Really amazing. Cicadas and even like chirping birds are amazing. Chirping birds are so healing. You feel stressed, you're anxious, open the window, take a deep breath, and just sit with the birds for a bit. Birds, 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 bird. Everybody knows a bird is a bird. Bird, 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 bird is a bird. Everyone knows a bird is a bird. Is Maine far from you? Maine is on the east. Maine is up like close to Massachusetts, right? Boston? I guess it'll be like 5 hours from us. Maybe. What's happening, Lewis? Where is the famous video with Rich Mitch of the Christian Dior I'm looking for? It should be up. Just go back in our last live streams. It should be there. But guys, I'm gonna run. I gotta go. It's almost 4:30. I'm gonna go lift some weights and start my day. But it was good seeing you guys. All right, we'll talk to you very, very soon. Maybe tomorrow. All right. Much love. Bye, everyone. Toodaloo.